pick up the phone and call me. I'll be there.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for joining me for today's video. Today is finally the long-awaited kitchen remodel and reveal. I am beyond excited to show you guys the way it turned out. I absolutely love it. I feel very incredibly blessed that we were able to do this remodel. If you guys are new to my channel, my husband is a contractor. He has a remodeling company and we've actually been in our home a little bit over 7 years. We've always talked about remodeling the kitchen, but for one reason or another, my husband has been busy or something else has taken priority over the kitchen. But this year, my husband decided to surprise me for Mother's Day. It was my first Mother's Day and he told me he was remodeling it. So I really am in love with the way it turned out. I hope you guys enjoy this little remodel and reveal. As always, if you guys do, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new and let Jonathan know down below how he did. I think he did an amazing job. Again, I'm biased. He's my husband and I'm just so blessed and thankful. But yes, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this video.
From the stress that I'm feeling, I need you. I'll be there.
Okay friends, so I quickly wanted to show you guys a before, but this was so unexpected. I barely even had time to film a small clip, but yes, I still figured I would show you guys before going into a little bit more detail.
Won't you speak those words? I'll be there.
Okay, this is the progress of the kitchen. Let me show you guys a quick little overview and then I'll explain the things that have been done. The first thing is, this is the pony wall for the kitchen island. So we just made this smaller. So it used to go up to right here. I don't know if you guys can see my foot right here. And we just made it smaller. So Jonathan had to move the plumbing for the sink over. And then we're just gonna have a few cabinets on this side. Next up on this wall, we're gonna have more cabinets. We've never had any here. So he did go ahead and install some new outlets. And then above here, also for a light, we're gonna have some floating shelves right there. The fridge used to be in this corner. It will now be in this corner. And I love that because it'll give us a lot of counter space in this corner. And the last big thing that he did was he removed it's called a soffit, right? A soffit that was right there. Basically, it's just a big empty box because the cabinets we had there didn't go all the way up. Then of course he just did the outlets and we're gonna have a range over the stove and that's what that outlet is for. And that is it, basically. And there's our general contractor right there. His name is Jonathan. He's new to the site. As with any remodeling project, there's always things that come up that delay a project, and that is exactly what happened to us. We actually had a few things come up, starting with our cabinets. So we just went with Home Depot shaker cabinets, mainly because this home will remain a rental once we move out of it, and a second because most of the cabinets were available in store for pickup. And by most of the cabinets, I mean the bottom cabinets, because the top ones we had to order since we wanted a larger size in height. So those had to be ordered, and that's where we experienced our first delay. I don't know why, but Home Depot marked them as delayed shipping, and when we looked into it, they said they were lost. So then they placed a new order, but then the original shipment got to the store, and instead of notifying us of the original shipment, they sent it back. So we were delayed a whole 2 weeks for the top cabinets. So that was the first big delay we had. Nonetheless, here's Jonathan just installing them. The other biggest thing that I would remind everyone is a remodel of this size is definitely going to impede with your daily activities. It was hard to have a baby in the house while all this work was being done, and also we were out of a kitchen for a couple weeks, so we were eating out breakfast, lunch, and dinner, which was really hard after a few days. So definitely keep that in mind, but sticking to the Home Depot cabinets definitely saved us a lot of money. Okay friends, so here is the update of the cabinets before they come install the countertops. They are currently already full, but I will be organizing them later on. Anyways, I had to put stuff in because our house was just a mess. But this is what we've been living with for a while now. I think it's been like a week and a half, so I'm so excited to have the countertops installed. And we are still missing top cabinets, we are still missing floor. It has been very difficult over here. I'll go a little bit more into detail later, but yeah, this is the update right now.
To have this love come and bury my strife and carry on and carry.
Thankfully, something that was not delayed were our countertops. It's actually pretty funny because my husband, of course, has a lot of connections in the industry, and his friend who installs countertops actually had these in stock. I honestly didn't even see them in person. He just showed me a picture on his phone, said he had it in stock. I heard it was white quartz, and I said yes, absolutely. For our countertops, we did end up paying about $2,500. However, it is not accurate if you go and you get them yourselves. Again, my husband has those really lucky connections, and we were able to get a good wholesale price on them. But he did say if you were looking to get some for your home for the amount we got, you'd probably be looking at $6,000 to $8,000. So again, we saved a lot of money there. But back to the cabinets, we ended up spending almost $3,000 on the cabinets originally, but because of all the delays we experienced, including a few others with the one on top of our fridge, we ended up only paying about $1,500 because they kept giving us discounts, which was the bright side of things. But yes, that is where we saved the majority of the money, were the countertops and the cabinets.
Hold on to what we got and give me all of your love, all of your love. Yeah, baby, you gotta hold on to what we got and give me.
And now it was a time for the backsplash. There's definitely a lot of steps I missed filming, but again, with a baby, it's just a little bit harder. But anyways, I found this backsplash at Home Depot. We actually did go to a couple of tile shops, and honestly, Home Depot just had the best option that I loved. And of course, I had to go with the hardest option. I did ask Jonathan to put it in a herringbone pattern, and reluctantly he accepted and did it. I just love this pattern. We actually had it with our previous backsplash, and I just think it makes it look really nice and expensive. So in this area we will be putting a shelf. So originally I had suggested just bringing the backsplash up to the shelf, but Jonathan is the one who insisted we take it all the way to the roof, and I think that was the right call. So props to Jonathan for that. As well as behind the stove, he did take it all the way to the roof because we are using like a range hood, which we used to have a microwave and a cabinet, so there was no space behind the stove. But now he did go ahead and bring it all the way to the roof, and just look at it. I think it's so perfect. I absolutely love it. in our backsplash total with like material, including grout and so on, we spent a little bit over $400, but again, it was a pretty inexpensive backsplash compared to some other options we had been looking at. And our last and a final delay, probably our biggest mistake, was the flooring. And it wasn't really that it was our mistake. We actually were able to place an order for the floor we have in our dining room and our living room. However, 2 weeks in, when I was checking in on the status of our order, they let me know that it was discontinued and they no longer had it, even though I had called previous to my order and they had confirmed that they had it. So we ended up having to find something that was similar. The closest we got was the same exact size, but it's definitely a few shades off, but nonetheless it works, and honestly I don't really notice it now. And lastly, I'm just going to show you guys a few more clips of like details like painting the roof, the under cabinet lighting, and so on. But I did quickly want to mention, in total for our kitchen remodel, we are looking at about $5,000 that we spent, but we also added in what we paid Jonathan's employees, so we're right at about $7,000, which, if you ask me, that is amazing for a kitchen. But one quick look at how it used to look, and now time for the reveal.
Here she comes like the rays of the sun, she shines. For 10 out of 10, Lord, she's no less than a dime.
And that is it for our kitchen remodel and reveal. We are missing one tiny detail, which are the handles and the pulls that go on the cabinets, but we are holding off on those just for a little bit. I really want to make sure I pick the right ones, but I didn't want to keep you guys waiting any longer. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to let Jonathan know down below how amazing he did. If anyone made it to the end of this video and you see the blooper at the end, comment down below that you saw it. The first person to comment, I will send a Starbucks gift card to.